it's just what we talk about. It's just this sort of stuff. The jostle. He's just doing nothing. Doing
Trash man.
Nah.
Oh,
Doing nothing.
wouldn't pay a cent for it. Testy. Is
1,
it
2.
1, 2? Testing.
Testy. 1, 2.
Oh, we're going then.
Oh, Darcy's got a big game of footy tonight. He wants to perform well.
Yes, I do.
So what are we going to do? It's the day of the game, so we
Yep.
can't go too heavy, but we can do something to get him cherry ripe.
Yep.
So he wants a little bit of lower back work.
Yep.
Right hammy.
Right hammy, left calf.
Left calf. So
Yep.
I'm going to show you what we would do to get this guy ready for the game. So
Yeah.
Aussie rules football is a very tough game.
Yep.
Things come at you from all angles. You've got to, tell us about Aussie rules football. You've just got to
Yeah.
have so much of everything. There's
It's
there's
a little
skill, courage, all that. But what do you reckon, man?
Yeah. One thing I like to say is, with footy, it's really hard to escape the soreness and the knocks and the hits. When I was speaking to Aaron last week, I often come into work a bit proppy or a bit sore. I've always got something highlighted, if it's a sore calf or sore lower back or tight hamstring. The knocks, the bruises, you can't really avoid them. We're also doing a lot of running, covering a lot of ground. So you get sore and tight from the running that you're doing and the multi-directional movements, the multifaceted movements that you're required in the sport. But also, the big tackles, the spoils, the knocks, all of that, you just can't avoid them at a senior level of footy. So, sometimes you forget how sore you are if you have retired or you've stopped playing. But it's to be honest, we had a bye last week, Ninja. So that week off made a huge difference.
Yeah,
just
fresh.
Just felt fresh. Got away, went camping, got in touch with nature, drank lots of water, enjoyed eating good foods, and just recharging the batteries. So this week's been good. But we did a pretty decent training session on Tuesday night, probably about 10K.
Sorry to interrupt your video, guys, but we're just going to advertise our Patreon platform where we post every day, exclusive content, no towels, just us blokes having fun, treating each other. So if you want to see some MMT action every day, jump over there and you will be very happy.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot, and we, because we had the week away from the club, we thought Tuesday needs to be heavy, get the numbers on the board, get the runs in the legs, and then last night was literally a captain's run, which for those that don't know, a captain's run is, warm up, couple of skill drills, just moving the body, but not, doing too much to fatigue the body. So I'm feeling pretty good, but while I've got the luxury of the king here, the master in Ninja, to treat me, let's do a video that we've probably, I don't know, I've never received. Ninja's done lots of it because, you could probably tell us a bit about your experience treating athletes and AFL footballers, man. That's sort of where your career started. Well, yeah.
It really helped me get going, put me on the map, I suppose. I suppose a lot of it is perception. If you work with, professional athletes, they're not going to muck around.
Yeah.
So, I just went in there with lots of confidence. This was back in 2004. So
almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, so it was Western Bulldogs. It's an Australian rules football club here in Footscray. So it's out the west of Melbourne.
Yeah.
I was already treating. I already think I had some really good athletes, some Olympic athletes and stuff even before that as well. So, so I just sort of developed my craft and what I believe, I call it footy rub or the chat, the catch up kind of thing. So it's a lot of times I feel like you've got to be even more skilled, it's even more of an art to be able to do a footy rub because you've got to be so discerning. You can't muck around on stuff that doesn't really need work. So you've got to be able to tune in and feel what the tissue's doing, how it's responding, and then if it feels good, move on. But if it feels like it's a bit blocked, be prepared to spend a little bit more time on there. But just really working on the spots that are really kind of taxed in the body, like being an athlete. So I kind of learned where you kind of get tight and sore and just concentrate on those areas. And so that's what I do. And and it just makes a big difference, like to recovery, to amount of injuries people got.
The performance.
They just feel better because they're balanced. They can exert more power through their body. So, and I was going to say with Aussie rules football as well,
Yeah.
it's such a unique game because
Yeah.
you need courage, you know, and be able to read the game, the spirit of the game, things
Yeah.
like that. But because you're doing all this gut running kind of stuff, and then there's a lot of these power kind of moments that you got to really kick a ball a long way or do a hard tackle or
Explode out of a tackle.
They're explosive things, so you got to be able to sprint even when you're under duress. And the timing and just sort of knowing where to run and things like that. It just sort of, it's such a unique game, and because it's not like rugby where you're just going one way or,
Yep.
you know, these things can come from any direction, and you can go backwards to go forwards, you can go
Yep.
right round the field, different things like this. So it is such a unique game. And
Like rugby and American football, NFL are similar because you've got one side here and one side there, and you're more or less colliding front on with one another. But yeah, as Ninja said, with AFL, you're coming from anywhere and everywhere, and as you can go backwards to go forwards, you can look lateral to go forwards. The way the coaches are trying to articulate games these days, there's so many tactics, and the game is forever evolving. I think more or less lately, Richmond Footy Club, they won 3 premierships in 4 years, and they brought this brand of immense pressure, put pressure on the players to make a mistake. If that one doesn't, then the next one will. Or that, just keep putting pressure until you get a turnover, so that opposition takes possession and score from those rebounds. And all these other AFL teams have tried to emulate that. Oh, good ninja. But yeah, I'd like to talk back on your effective style of treatment when treating footy players is. Yeah, you don't want to waste time doing it, do you? Like you're using from pretty much mid-back all the way down. So yeah, you find these spots, your money spots in the calf and the hamstring, the hips. Your TFLs always are going to be lit up. So yeah, I'm sure Ninja treating me, I actually get to learn about. Oh yeah, that feels therapeutic. I want some of that. And the next client that comes in that plays footy or movement, I sort of know, yeah, that's what it felt like on me. I'm sure they're gonna have that similar pain or tightness as well.
Yeah. So yeah, what we do that's really different as well. Like most sports massage that they put in courses and that, they're very lots of oil and just lots of jostling and doing this sort of stuff, and it's not going to change or loosen anything up really. Like it might feel good in the time, but there's no kind of difference when you're running around. Yeah. So we because we know about myofascia and the tendons and where things block up, so we can be a lot more effective. So yeah, that's the real point of difference. You notice that I haven't even used any kind of wax or anything on Darcy.
You're being really effective where you are now, man, too. Like that's great.
Yeah. So yeah, and not because of the sun shining here. I'm just staying on this side of the table, but I would have gone round and pushed and done things a bit differently.
Yeah.
But I innovated and still was able to be effective.
Yeah.
So yeah, working on the actual sacrum. So some of this sort of stuff, it just doesn't get done. It doesn't get taught at school. So, but yeah, you can just make a massive difference to somebody's body by, working on the sacrum, working where those big nerves come through and things like that, and freeing it up, and then letting the messages flow down the body.
Yeah.
So
it's such a loaded joint, the sacrum. It's a big joint, and it involves a lot of movement. We got to. Oh.
So SIJ here, and kind of get my hand, wedge it in there like that, and just trying to work that a bit so it just moves better. Yeah. It's not stuck together.
Yeah. It's good, man. It's really good. Oh.
So yeah, you got your sacrum and your pelvis, they kind of overlap a little bit in this place here. So you can kind of really get that worked so it's unstuck. Like that. So yeah, we might move on to your this hamstring.
That's fixed.
Fixed.
Yeah, so right hammy in particular.
So I'm just got my wax here now. So just get a little bit, we spread it onto our hands. So we don't just sort of rub it onto the body, we kind of want to make it so that when we're doing our warm up, we're spreading on our wax as well, and it counts. It's not just a nothing stroke just to put wax onto the body. You know, this warm-up stroke is actually going to affect the fascia, affect the tissues, and really warm them up.
Oh, it feels really good, man.
Yeah. So just really simple, but just I've got a good engagement, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you almost feel like it's a waste of time, especially the issue in sporting clubs, and I've been involved in quite a few playing footy all my life. The trainers, look, it's almost a bit of a waste of time for me to get treatment from them. Like if I was to go into this game thinking I've got a sore calf, I'm better off on a foam roller or a ball than I am getting that oil rub from them, because they're literally just polishing my skin, man. It's not effective. I don't feel, you know, like I can be more explosive or powerful or change directions better after that sort of stuff.
Yep.
It's just, this stuff's, you can't compare it to that at all. So even my teammates and players and people I've come across in my career as a practitioner, they haven't had this stuff before, and it's new to them, and they're sort of blown away by, oh wow, that's deep, and you're holding that spot, and then maybe they're not sold on it until they get up off the table or they go for the next run, because I don't know, they're just not educated on it. They haven't seen it. They haven't experienced it. They've only experienced the wishy-washy oil. I call
oil
it. The oil and the
jostle.
And it just isn't doing anything. I bite my lip. I bite my tongue when I'm at footy, and I see it, and people want it, and so be it. But for myself, I know what I prefer.
Yeah. It's just what we talk about. It's just this sort of stuff. The jostle. You're just doing nothing.
Nothing.
Doing
Trash, man. Wouldn't pay a cent for it.
Just going to do a little bit of some double thumbs. We've got a guy revving his engine over.
Yeah.
Must do hotted up cars over there.
I'm pretty sure they have an Instagram page, and they do that, because one of my clients told me that company does that. Yeah.
Yeah. So just
yep.
in there.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Ronnie Coleman, shout out to you, mate, if you're watching. Yeah. Well, I was thinking, like Darcy was talking about, sometimes you're better off doing it yourself. We have actually got a course where you can do it yourself. It's called Fix It Yourself. So, yeah, well, we can get into that. Come over here if you want to have a go, Aaron. Come on. So, yeah, Fix It Yourself. You know, it might be a segue into our bigger one. So, so we've got 28 videos in the Fix It Yourself at the moment. We might even add to it at some stage. But we go through all the anatomy, our method and stuff, and how to do this stuff on yourself. So you're kind of starting with hands-on work on yourself, and then you're using broader tools through to sharper tools. And you don't need really to spend money on massage tools either, because we show you how to use rolling pins, screwdrivers, broomsticks, you know, bits of pipe.
Wooden spoons.
PVC
pipes.
Yeah, all these different things.
Door handles? No.
Yeah. Oh, you could use a door handle if you want, but how to
innovate.
How to innovate and fix yourself. And we've had many people that have seen many practitioners and then buy that course and been able to do it on themselves. So.
Let me just confirm, not our practitioners. Other practitioners. They've seen other practitioners that hasn't worked.
Yeah.
And our Fix It Yourself course has been better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So people it just sort of bamboozles us all the time when people have been to many places and they just haven't even had the parts that have been sore treated, you know. So let alone sometimes they'll have it treated, but they just won't stay on the spots, you know. They just don't do effective treatment on the areas where they intuitively know is blocked and scarred and traumatized and needs to be worked. People know that things need to be worked. So, and that's pretty much what we do. We show how to navigate all the areas of the body that need to be worked.
Sort of like mapping it out, isn't it, man? It's like a perfect map or guide you know, if you to get in your car and try and figure yourself, you know, getting from here into the city and you've never been, you'd just be like, oh, you'd have to follow the signs. But this is navigating. You're literally giving you directions to where to go, where to treat.
Yep.
Isn't it? Where the good spots are, where all the nice cafes or
the money spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't thought of it like that, but good on you, Darcy.
Yeah, Darcy, you're an analogy man.
Oh, it's good analogy.
You're an ideas man.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. So
Self-congratulator here.
Self-congratulator of the year. Looking for a bit of validation. We all are. Every human on the planet wants a bit of validation.
Yeah.
Wants to have a purpose in a place.
Yeah.
You know, belong somewhere, a bit of a tribe.
Yeah.
It's important.
It's important to give it, validate people, you know, be kind.
Yeah, be kind.
Tell them they look nice or they look good or they've done a good job.
Yeah.
Because that little bit goes a long way.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ninja, I cut you off.
Nah, it's cool. Yeah, like even if you need to tell somebody something, a hard confrontational thing, like you can still tell them all the good things they've been doing, and then we need to improve on this area or whatever. So it's just a nicer way, not to just absolutely say someone's shit or you know you're doing a shit job. You can kind of just say the things they are doing well, perhaps, and then
it's good, man.
Where things need to be improved. And as Aaron over there was alluding to, we do have an online course as well. Practitioner course that Aaron and I run. So twice a year we run that. Goes through about 3.5 months. So in that time we take you through the whole body, all our philosophy for a start, our secrets that we don't really say on YouTube or anywhere, and give you some structure about how to deliver this method and how to also connect with other people and things like that, how to build a business. So that's where the real value, I think, is. Like it's, you know, worth the money just by itself many times over, just with the videos that you got for life. And we did about 60 hours of filming to create the course. So you've got all that for life, but then the mentoring, the coaching of you as a practitioner, that's where all the value is. We feel like how to kind of communicate, how to build a business, those kind of things that's what's important. So, and it allows you to find a tribe if you're feeling lost or disconnected. You need a tribe to work alongside. Yeah, that rhymes, brother. Yes. Bit of Eminem. We've been. Wow. That's why a bit of Eminem, and we start rhyming. What did I even say? Rapping. Reverse that. Something rhyme with tribe. I can't remember. So Darcy's money spot in there. Give that a bit of a. It is, man. Search where I feel like the money normally is, so in there, push into that. Yeah, you pretty much found it. Yeah, so we don't want to do too much, but we want to do enough to make it loose, and so he gets through the game unscathed and not even worrying about his body going in. Yeah, I think that's a really important thing to do. Like, I used to do it with my own body, like when I'd be doing my kind of little run around maybe an hour before the game, you kind of just, you'd move your body all different directions and you have a scan, don't you? You go, oh, the bloody ankle's a bit iffy, or whatever, the calf's got a bit of something in it, you know, and you can just, work it, and just that pain goes, that awareness goes, and then you just play the game. So that's what it's about. You want to be just play the game and not be thinking about your body. Yep, no restraints. Yeah, So we start at 7:30 tonight, night game. It's new to me. I've never been involved in a night game. Yeah. Our footy club's been around for 126 years, so that's a long time. Never once played a Friday night. So we've got new lights. That's the incentive, is these great new big lights. And it should be a good night. Ninja's gonna make his way down. Ninja's coming out. It's a bit of a trek, but it'll be cool, man, to have you there and play on a Friday night. Get the freedom of the weekend. Afterwards as well. Hopefully I'm not too sore. He'll be cherry ripe now. Be cherry bloody ripe. He's going to kick goals from the centre. I'm going to bomb a couple of barrels through the big posts. Kick a barrel. Kick a barrel. That's it. Well, we're just happy to have a nice day, aren't we? It's
oh.
June, it's the middle of winter in bloody Melbourne. We didn't know if we're going to see the sun for a few more months. So
the weather man or woman got it right this week, because they said that Friday was going to be sunny and nice. So congratulations to them.
So we're taking the opportunity to get a bit of sun on the body.
Oh, need it.
Yeah.
Recharge.
Yeah, makes you feel so much better when the colours are different, like spectrums in your eyes. Like we really need that, and that's what poor office people, they don't get. They're in the unnatural light all the time. They've got the blue light coming back at them from their screens and their phones and out as well. So getting outside in the fresh air, it's nature.
Reducing your stress, you're reducing your inflammation. You if you're not on your phone, you're lowering the EMFs that are flying around, intruding in your body. So it's a good way to just recharge, connect.
But I think even just the colours are different when the sun's out, isn't it? Like just looking at our plants there, the purple, the trees, the sky.
Yeah.
Fucking that just lifts you.
Yeah.
Like everyone, it's unconscious. You don't even know, but you feel better.
Yeah.
When the sun's out, you're in the fresh air. You got a bit of sun on the skin.
Yeah.
You feel good.
You look at these, I hear at the moment over in England or even Scotland and Ireland, they've got like a heat wave at the moment. It's like 25 degrees.
Yeah.
And everyone's out and about and they're happy, and you're hearing on the news and you're seeing people that are travelling there. Look at all the people that are out and about.
Getting sunburned.
Getting sunburned in 25 degrees, which to us is a mild day.
Yeah.
And just a nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Queenslanders, they'd be rugged up. They'd be lighting the fire.
Yeah. Dad, who's in Port Hedland, he deals with nine months of the year of 40 degrees. So he comes to Melbourne in summer and he's rugged up. Thinks it's fucking cold.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Not conditioned anymore.
No.
Anyway, there's a bit of a look at what a footy rub would look like.
He loves footy, that's all.
Love footy. So, been doing it for a year, so I'll do it with my eyes closed. Anyway, good luck tonight, Darcy.
Cheers, mate.
Kick a bag.
I hope so.
I'll be there cheering you on.
Good on ya. Thanks so much, Ninj.
Thank you.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Done.